It's day 16 of the trip, and it's a cold morning here in. Okay. It was 54 when we woke up, then it turned to 52. We went into town and on Tonagon to Pat's Foods. We've been going to her. She's got all the stuff. All the stuff we want, you know what I'm saying? Then we drove to the Porcupine Mountains and we stopped at the Visitor Center. We ended up going to the Presque Isle campground all the way down South Boundary Road. Look at that road all winding, winding. We snagged spot 36. We don't really like state uh, park campgrounds because it's just so crowded, but this one was great. Look, beautiful view of Lake Superior. How you doing? Uh, did you know that Lake Superior has 10% of the world's fresh water? Think about that.
Wow.
So we ended up going on a hike, and it was beautiful. It was going to be all along the Presque Isle River here. And I want to call your attention to those three little holes. There's a bubble bath, here's a jacuzzi tub, and then here's a whirlpool. Can you imagine hanging out in that? I'd be dizzy, but I'd have a good time. Here was a little side pond. I mean, he looked like when he got full enough, he'd go be a part of the river, and he would have an outlet, into the lake there. Wow, can't think of nothing. Look at all that swirl. It's all scoos from all the waterfalls we're about to see. And look at this guy. He's drying off. Here's a closer look. I don't know what he is. We thought maybe a loon, but he's got some different coloration to him. But he's alone, and loons are usually alone. And look at that. Speaking of alone, they're not. Beautiful couple. He had some style. He kind of looked like Uncle Tom or something. I don't know. But we climbed across these rocks, which with enough rain would, have the water go all over it. And we started our hike. Uh, just take a moment and enjoy the waterfalls. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, yeah. Then I had an apple. It was a really good apple. We got a bag of them for like $12.99. So much money. Had to eat it all, get your money's worth, you know what I'm saying? So this part was really steep, but it was neat. The whole hike itself was just fantastic. A really, really great hike. Just enough difficulty to make you huff and puff. Lots of elevation, but beautiful sights. I mean, the water flowing, it was everywhere. We got back to the campsite and warmed ourselves up with a nice fire, you know what I'm saying? We had to sequester some of our spent clothing into these uh, empty beer cases. But then we kicked back and relaxed, and let me tell you what, this was the best sunset I've ever seen in my life. The absolute best. It just kept going and going and going. And eventually the orange sun started shining on the trees you could see there. Boom! Oh, blinded me. Listen, I've got like a 6 movement tone poem being planned as we speak uh, because of the sunset. It was just amazing. And it just kept going. It just kept getting better, shining through the trees there, people walking around, and just having a nice time. It just went on forever. I can't even comprehend. And look, this trailer caught on fire. Nope, not fire, just beautiful sunset. I couldn't believe it, and it just, even when you thought it was over, it wasn't. Um, This shot's pretty cool because the fire heat was making it all wavy looking, but we ended up having dinner, which was reheated sloppy joes from the other night. There's a shot of it. I had two of them, and it was fantastic. The moon was starting to get really bright, as you can see here, and it was great. The weather was feeling good. It was getting really cold, though, so we used the heater for the first time, a small propane heater inside during dinner, and I used the 0 degree sleeping bag for the first time. Stay tuned for day 17.